Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation of Introduction to CHPS, Building Healthy High-Performance Schools. My name is Ann Douglas. I am Program Coordinator with CHPS and will be leading today's webinar. During this webinar, I will cover these 5 sections. I will start with a brief overview of our mission and core values, as well as the benefits of creating sustainable, healthy green schools. I will also discuss a few tools and resources CHPS offers, such as the Best Practices Manual, which consists of several volumes and covers all aspects of creating and maintaining high-performance buildings. Then I will quickly explore the different CHPS recognition programs, their availability and purpose. We'll explore the recognition programs, and then I will follow up on how you can personally participate and promote high-performance schools. And then finally, as I mentioned before, we will conclude with a bit of time to answer any remaining questions. And also, as a quick reminder to those who've just joined us, feel free to write your questions in the chat box of your control panel. I will try to respond on the spot. If not, we'll attend to it at the end. The Collaborative for High Performance Schools, also called CHPS or CHPS for short, is a nonprofit organization. CHPS was founded in 1999 as a collaboration of major utilities working together to address energy efficiencies in schools. The program has since expanded to address all aspects of school design, construction, and operation. We are a member-based organization and currently have about 400 members. Last year, CHPS became a national company that can serve all 50 states, including the District of Columbia. Here at CHPS, our mission is to make every school an ideal place to learn. Our goal is to fundamentally change the design, construction, and operation of K-12 schools in order to protect student and staff health, conserve energy, water, and other natural resources, reduce waste, pollution, and environmental degradation. Basically, we are working to enhance the learning environments of school children everywhere. Already, over 200 schools have been recognized for meeting the CHPS criteria. When we consider the idea of schools, we are looking at the role of the building in the community. The CHPS process is used as a teaching tool, so that the school is not only a place of learning, but a way to teach students about responsible, sustainable design. Instead of being a static part of the environment, the building itself is brought into the curriculum. We expect safe and secure environments and treat school as a community resource. It is a place of gathering and something for which the community can be proud. CHPS has developed resources, which I will expand upon in the next section, that outline how the community can interact with the school for joint use of the building. This is something we like to encourage in our schools. In addition, we also expect design to contain stimulating architecture. Beyond the immediate health and environmental benefits, we are part of a movement that believes architectural design must consider the people who are going to engage and use these spaces. Good design in buildings and architecture is a worthwhile objective. Before I go much further, I do want to take a moment to explore what constitutes a high-performance school. A high-performance school is a well-designed facility that enhances student performance and makes education more enjoyable and rewarding. The US EPA posted research identifying several advantages to high-performance schools, including increased average daily attendance by both students and staff, improved success in teacher recruitment and retention, reduced liability by decreasing exposure to health-related concerns, reduced operating costs by using less energy and water, reduced environmental impacts by introducing increased energy and water efficiencies. The words on the screen highlight common associations with the term high performance. A high-performance school that meets the stringent standards of CHPS has many attributes. As you can see on your screen, there are a number of ways to make your school an ideal place to learn. For example, Displacement ventilation with fresh air is crucial to improved health in students and teachers. Thermal comfort means occupants are neither too hot and sleepy or too cold and unable to focus. Proper use of electric lighting, skylights, and windows will create visual comfort. Good lighting, as you may be well aware, helps make visual tasks, such as reading or following classroom presentations, easier. Even furnishings, colors, and classroom layouts are factored into visual comfort. Acoustical comfort is also important. Noise from both outdoors and indoors can be disruptive. Older classrooms often have open space, noisy ventilation systems, and hard surfaces. This increases echo and reverberation in classrooms, which in turn muffles a teacher's instructions or a child's questions. Adjustments to the environment can better ensure that students will be able to better hear not only the teacher, but also each other. Another aspect of high-performance schools is that they are technically easy to maintain and operate. This is an important aspect of a CHPS school. It is proven if something is not easy to maintain and operate, then we will be less inclined to use it as the design intended. Of course, being environmentally responsive also means responding to the local climate and regional conditions. The CHPS criteria takes this into account, that schools should be built and designed around the idea that climates across the country have different requirements. For instance, conditions for a school in Hawaii will not be similar to a school, say, in New York. CHPS operates around a set of core values, and is cognizant of how these values overlap and strengthen our mission. I will spend a moment to expand upon these values and our meaning in stating them. So, for example, CHPS believes all schools can be high-performance schools. This includes everything from public, private, and charter schools in all stages of development, ranging from new school construction to existing schools, from major modernizations or prefabricated classrooms, and everything in between. CHPS also believes schools are unique environments. They need to be healthy places in which to learn. If you think about it, children spend a significant amount of time in school. The health of children is a priority concern. This is a particularly vulnerable population. Asthma alone accounts for an estimate of 14 million lost school days for children. Children are our future decision makers. We want them to grow up in a safe and secure environment, to be challenged to reach their full potential in a similar manner that we challenge our high-performance schools. Adding to this, state-based decision-making and national collaboration are powerful tools for change. CHPS offers the ability for states to specialize and serve as a conduit for other states to collaborate on innovation strategies and technologies by making sure that the best practices are shared from state to state. This, of course, gives control over priorities and creates better buy-in and dovetails with school construction programs. I will return to this a little later and discuss further detail. High-performance schools bring real benefit. Reading scores have shown to improve, sometimes spectacularly. There is improved teacher retention and eligibility for financial incentives. A few of these benefits have already been covered, and while I could go on and on, I encourage you to go online and read the report from the National Academies Press titled Green School Attributes for Health and Learning. This publication discusses the health and productivity benefits of green schools. I will give everyone a moment to copy this link down if you'd like. Also, I want to mention that a copy of these slides will be available on our website, and I will be providing information about this at the end of our presentation. CHPS emphasizes a collaborative approach. We encourage the collaboration of experts in all fields to contribute to the development of our resources through our technical committee, who works constantly to update our materials, our board of directors, CHPS membership and partnership, as well as public review of all CHPS published material. I mean, collaboration, it's part of our name. We know at CHPS that nothing is a singular effort, and that together with your help, we are far more effective. Overall, high-performance schools must take a comprehensive approach to ensure that the outcomes of environment, health, and student performance are infused in everything that we do. In this next section, we will cover the resources and tools CHPS provides to schools and districts, design teams, architects, engineers, product manufacturers, and a plethora of other field-related experts. CHPS is probably best known for its best practices manuals. This is a 5-volume set geared toward different educational and professional stakeholders. I will take a few minutes to explain that the different volumes and the audiences for which they are intended. Volume 1, the Planning for High Performance Schools Manual, is a school and district, is designed for school and district officials, as well as practitioners in the initial phases of a project. This volume primarily serves as an overview of high-performance schools, including their features and benefits. It helps with constructing district resolutions, giving examples and so forth, and provides a high-level treatment of designing high-performance schools, as well as discusses how to finance these projects. Volume 2, the Design for High-Performance Schools Manual, is mainly a reference guide for design and construction professionals. This reference volume covers design guidelines and best practices on site planning, interior surfaces and finishes, lighting, building enclosures and HVAC systems, specialized equipment like photovoltaics, and zero water urinals. Volume 3 has actually been replaced by individual state and region criteria. We will discuss that momentarily, but for now, I will jump to discussing Volume 4. Volume 4, the Operations and Maintenance Manual, is for school operators to operate their schools as the original design intended. As I mentioned previously, part of capturing the full benefits of a high-performance school requires maintaining it as designed. This volume is especially useful when budgeting for capital improvements. Each chapter starts with the plan, like a plumbing maintenance plan, and there are checklists in every chapter that take you through a clear step-by-step improvement plan of your school's performance. Essentially, each chapter in the Operations and Maintenance Manual is oriented to a different audience and covers a different topic ranging from facilities management strategies, equipment procurement, building envelope to waste management, electrical systems and lighting, HVAC and mechanical equipment, plumbing, waste management, cleaning, landscaping, snow management. There is plenty more covered in Volume 4, but in the interest of time, I'll be moving on. The commissioning volume includes information on why you should consider commissioning, estimates on cost, how to select a commissioning provider, establishing the commissioning team, and sample RFPs for commissioning. It also leads you through the commissioning phases and talks about how commissioning and best practices in operations and maintenance can work together to ensure ongoing performance of equipment. Rounding out the 5-volume Best Practices Manual set is our Guide on High-Performance Relocatable Classrooms, also known as prefab classrooms. This volume contains design best practices and scorecard for modular classrooms to achieve high-performance standards. There is a prefab program, which I will discuss in greater depth a little later. Before that, however, I will quickly share with you that the prefab manual has 2 different parts. The first part addresses what school customers need to do and or look for when buying a prefab classroom. The second part is for manufacturers to help them build prefab products that meet the CHPS criteria. All CHPS resources are available for free download. Printable versions of the Best Practices Manual are available for CHPS members. If you are not a member, you can still access the manuals, but you will not be able to print them. Hard copies are also available for purchase through the CHPS website. In order to do so, I believe you go to the Best Practices section, and in the links on the page, you will see a download for a form, which you can email or mail to us. Another resource CHPS has is our High Performance Database. The High Performance Database is a fantastic resource for you to find high-performance products to use in your schools. It is free for you to use, and it can be found online at chps.net/products. There you will find a product gallery listing with certifications, sales contracts, and company profiles. Our goal is to make available products that help schools meet CHPS and other green building criteria, as well as deliver environmental and health benefits to their occupants. The database expands on the success of CHPS low-emitting materials list to include other attributes such as recycled content, rapidly renewable material content, organically grown material content, Forest Stewardship Council or FSC certified wood products, and a multiple of other attribute claims. Excuse me. The CHPS criteria was formerly Volume 3 of our Best Practices Manuals, but as CHPS has expanded, the states we covered has expanded as well. In fact, we recently launched a US CHPS version for K-12 construction projects in any of the 37 states and District of Columbia, without a customized version of the CHPS criteria. Our criteria are designed to help schools and districts in every community across the country reduce operating costs, achieve higher student performance, increase daily attendance, retain quality teachers and staff, and minimize environmental impacts. We currently offer 9 new construction and renovation high-performance school criteria for the 13 states you see highlighted in light orange here. So this includes, in no particular order, Colorado, California, Washington, Texas, Virginia, Hawaii, Massachusetts, New York, and the 5 New England states. All states in dark orange are able to adopt the 2014 US CHPS Criteria Edition. New criteria editions use the CHPS National Core Criteria as a base. The core criteria was developed by the CHPS National Technical Committee over the last 2 years and includes national benchmarks developed by ASHRAE, ASTM, US EPA, and many others. The core criteria was developed to achieve 3 priority outcomes, which I have actually already mentioned previously, but I want to repeat here again because of their importance. 1, to maximize health of occupants. 2, to conserve energy and reduce operating costs. And 3, to minimize our carbon footprint. You may be familiar with how green rating systems are organized. CHPS has 7 high-performance categories, including integration, indoor environmental quality, energy, water efficiency, sites, materials and waste management, operations, and metrics. Integration and operations and metrics are categories unique to CHPS. These categories are the bookends to help ensure the design results in the intended performance. Scorecards from modern criteria editions break down each category into prerequisites, which are required strategies for every project, and credits, which are optional strategies. Projects that achieve the minimum points and fulfill requirements receive recognition. Certain projects which exceed minimum requirements may be eligible for special recognition, CHPS Verified Leader, which I will touch upon next while discussing the CHPS recognition programs. In previous sections, we covered tools available for new school constructions and major renovations for existing schools. Now we will discuss the recognition programs available that utilize these tools. This is a map that kind of gives you an overview of the different recognition programs available to different project types. I'm actually going to come back to this slide at the end of the presentation. At the end of this section. However, I wanted to show this to you first before I start discussing the individual programs so that you can keep it in the back of your mind. CHPS has two primary recognition options. It has the CHPS Designed and the CHPS Verified program. The Design program is a voluntary self-certification system, whereas the Verified program requires a third-party review of the documentation. Our Design program is actually the original 2002 CHPS recognition program. The Design recognition program developed, as I mentioned before, a voluntary self-certification process. This means that the accountability rests on the district and design team. Basically, the CHPS staff is available to provide a general scorecard and will review it for completeness. And as well, virtual support is available. There are, of course, different scorecards available for different project types as well as different criteria additions. The website noted here will provide you with further details about the CHPS programs. With the CHPS Verified program, the accountability is a collaborative approach. So responsibility of verifying that the project meets the CHPS criteria is shared with the school district, design team, a third-party reviewer, as well as CHPS. CHPS provides implementation tools, oversight, and live support to the design team throughout the verified process. As well, the verified program utilizes a project website for improved communication throughout the process. This program is especially geared to work with different incentive programs. We have regular webinars that delve deeper into the CHPS Verified process if you are interested or currently have a project. In fact, for those who have a project, we encourage every design team member, including schools and districts, to participate in the Verified webinar. Information about the next Verified webinar will be emailed to you after this session. This chart gives you an idea of the program availability throughout the country. This information is also available on our website under CHPS Resources and Recognition Programs. As you can see, in certain states, there are certain programs available. So, for example, in California, you would register your projects directly through CHPS. However, in the state of Washington, you would register it with one of our affiliate partners. If you have any further questions about this, again, always feel free to send us an email or give us a ring. In 2010, CHPS expanded its CHPS Verified program to provide a certification for high performance and modular and relocatable classrooms. This certification will allow for providers to market pre-certified, prefabricated models to customers. Ugh, that's a bit of a mouthful. And customers will be able to easily purchase a model that meets high performance standards. The CHPS prefab program goals are pretty straightforward, as it serves to provide a product label that clearly designates high performance building statuses so that more students can attend class in high-performance buildings to get manufacturer recognition for the elements they can control and to provide a streamlined process for recognizing relocatable, modular, pre-certified building models. These programs, however, that I've mentioned, focus primarily on new school construction or renovation. I want to take a moment to discuss how you can benchmark the performance of your existing schools using the CHPS Operation Report Card, which is commonly referred to as the ORC. The ORC is an online subscription service that helps you understand your school's building performance. As part of the program, you get a report card for your school campus. The web-based ORC guides you through 7 benchmarking steps, which are listed here in this slide. This process can be a learning experience for students as they gather the school-wide building and system data, conduct occupant surveys, collect classroom measurements, complete Energy Star Portfolio Manager, and perform water and waste audits. Schools that have made such verifiable improvements can be nationally recognized as high improvement schools. If your campus is a healthy, high-performance rock star right out the gate, it can be recognized as an ORC high-performance school. More information about the ORC is available online. We also have regular webinars that delve deeper into the ORC process. Again, if you're interested, information about the next Operations Report Card webinar will be emailed to you after this session. So coming back to this slide, in review, you can see how a high-performance school that meets the stringent standards of CHPS has many attributes. And you can see on your screen, there are a number of ways to make your school an ideal place to learn. Sometimes I hear the question of what makes a CHPS school truly different from any other school. Primarily, health. Schools should be healthy places to learn in, a protected environment for students and teachers as they spend the majority of their day in the classroom. Schools should also be efficient. They need to use energy and resources efficiently and be environmentally responsive, meaning that it responds to the climate and regional conditions it was designed for. Schools should be designed around the idea that climates across the country have different requirements. Comfort should not be overlooked when building or modernizing classrooms. High-performance schools are comfortable thermally, visually, and acoustically so that occupants can hear well, see well, and are neither too hot nor too cold. Additionally, a high-performance school plays a significant role in the community. It is used as a teaching tool so that the school is not only a place of learning, but a way to teach students about responsible, sustainable design. Instead of a static part of the environment, the building itself is brought into the curriculum. It is also safe and secure with stimulating architecture and is treated as a community resource, a place of gathering and something that the community can be proud of. So what next? You have resources at your disposal to create healthy, green, high-performing learning environments in your community. It all starts with the individual at every level of the school building process, from an interested parent to a member of the design team. We ask that you find your local CHPS champion or educate yourself and then community about the principles and benefits of CHPS. The key is understanding long-term benefits and cost savings. I recommend that you check out the implementation roadmap that is in the appendix of the planning volume from the Best Practices Manual. It clearly outlines the process and includes an overview of principles and benefits. One benefit that I would like to take a moment to reiterate, because many people assume that building an excellent school, one that is energy efficient, has beautiful natural lighting, and improves student performance is going to be expensive. As we have outlined earlier, this is simply not the case. There are hard costs and soft costs. Hard costs are the costs of equipment that usually has a clear return on investments and a quick payback. Soft costs can be harder to quantify in terms of return on investment, like acoustic testing and energy modeling, but they are critical to the overall performance of the project. Make sure that you are choosing the HP features that are easy wins. Any extra early costs are negligible compared to what a CHIPS school saves over time. So educate your community, because together we are more effective in sharing the costs and benefits of building sustainable, healthy, green schools. We recommend that you get involved with CHIPS. Become a partner in the movement for healthy, high-performance schools. You can become a member, receive national recognition for your contribution, share your expertise by participating on a CHIPS committee, serve on the board of directors, engage your colleagues and clients to build HP schools. And remember, as an added incentive, CHIPS is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so that makes any of your contributions tax deductible. Even schools can join. Currently, we have over 140 schools and districts that have joined the CHIPS membership program, representing over 1 million students and over 1,500 schools nationwide. You too can join this distinguished group of schools and districts who are committed to making their schools more resource and energy efficient, sustainable, and healthier places to learn. Architects, engineers, contractors, product manufacturers, utility companies, allied nonprofits, and government organizations are also K-12 stakeholders. Together we play an important role in building better buildings for our children. Such a cute photo, isn't it? Besides becoming a CHIPS member, subscribe to the CHIPS e-bulletin, our monthly newsletter. Register your CHIPS project today by logging into our website. Attend another free CHIPS webinar. We have webinars in the CHIPS Verified and Operations Report Card each month. Talk with your colleagues and join us for this webinar again next month. As I mentioned previously, more information will be emailed to you, probably by tomorrow afternoon. You can also connect with us on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, connect with us on LinkedIn. You'll find all of this information when you subscribe to our monthly e-newsletter. I know I have rushed a bit through the different aspects of CHIPS today, and as you may be able to tell, there is a lot to CHIPS. If you have any further questions, or if you heard something today, please feel free to contact us. So this concludes my section of today's webinar. I thank each of you for participating and sincerely look forward to collaborating with you on your K-12 projects in the very near future. If you have any question, the email address listed on your screen, please contact us at this email address. That is education@chips.net. Thank you all for participating today, and I hope you all have a lovely afternoon. Take care and bye.